I don't know if I changed the thing.
We're live.
Yo, I'm going to say it slow, okay? Because a couple of people asked me what I'm saying, so check it. This is your boy, Twink, the CEO of Sacred Apparel, the world's #1 inspirational and motivational urban streetwear brand.
All right.
That was the intro.
But you were so slow.
Okay. What up? This is your boy, Twink, the CEO of Sacred Apparel, the world's #1 inspirational and motivational urban streetwear brand.
And Anna Johnson, CEO of Sacred Life Coaching.
Welcome to Sacred Society Sunday episode
36?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't know.
I think it's 36.
37.
But the question is, are you cheap?
Are you cheap?
So, that question came... Actually, it's a question that we talk amongst ourselves often, with other family members, often different people. And the reason that this comes up is like, we own businesses, right? So we look at a lot of different things as if, what if it was your business that you would want somebody to support?
Right.
Or what if it was your business that was being done the way that you look at other people's business? And I'm going to give an example, okay? An example that happened today. So we go to the circus, right? And so we go in the circus. We already paid a grip to get in. And this is me being, I'm a little guilty, a little bit. So it was like $10 for the parking. I'm like, yo, $10. And so he's like, there's an ATM inside. I'm like, all right, bet, no problem. So we go inside. And it's like, look, if this is your business, you don't want them to pay your rent. I'm like, okay, you're right. Just go inside the circus, get out and everything. Go to the ATM. It's $7 to get the money out the ATM.
Yeah.
She's still... I'm like, babe. But still, she goes and hit me again with it. Twink, if it was your business, you would want people to pay your thing. You have all these... And she was talking with my son-in-law about it, too. And she was explaining to him...
They may not be able to hear
she
you.
was saying to him that... the employees have to be paid. The people for the circus thing have to be paid. The parking attendants have to be paid. It's like, you know what? You're right. I get it.
Well, and this is the point. If you, especially those of you that own businesses, if you're trying to build a business and you're aspiring to be something or to do something, treat others how you want to be treated.
Like you want your business
don't
to be treated.
cheap. Like if you're aspiring to be a clothing line, then that means you should be buying. You shouldn't be cheap and like trying to like find shortcuts to like finagle
or find sales all the time.
Like, no,
pay full price for the people's stuff.
Bless that business. But honestly, it's a poverty mentality.
Right.
And it's a poverty mindset when we're always trying to find a way to like
cut corners.
Or let's bless other people because we're being greedy.
Right.
We're being stingy.
And see, I know as far as with me, a lot of things people are like, your shirt's $25. I'm like, yeah, it's $25.
Right, because people need to be fed. People need to flourish.
The time and quality it puts into designing it, the making it, and all that stuff. Yeah.
Right. So one, don't brag about being cheap. Okay.
Nah.
Don't brag about being cheap. No, it's okay to be, to be good stewards with our money.
Right.
But if everything's like you trying to get one over on somebody financially, like, oh, I only shop on such and such days, or I only get this at a discount.
Right.
Especially for those little businesses. Those little businesses, they need that support. So you may be blocking your own blessing by being cheap.
Word up.
So let's work on overcoming that. Like, that is demonic. We're called to be blessings to other people. And if we're trying to hoard all the blessings, how do we expect to be blessed?
Right.
So let's stop bragging about, well, I'm a cheapskate. Oh, I'm cheap. I got to get things on a discount. No, that's nothing to brag about.
Right.
No,
because think about it. It's like, and if you think about my clothing line, when the last time you see me do a sale? I don't do sales no more. I mean, and the reason being is like, why am I going to offer my stuff on sale? Gucci don't throw sales. Louis Vuitton don't have sales. Fendi don't have sales. They don't do sales. Why am I going to do a sale?
It's okay to have a sale for the little guys sometimes.
For them, but me, I told her, I was like, I'm not doing sales no more. Because I would have people that would just wait for a sale and would only get my stuff when it would come on sale. And it was like, those would be my most things. Like, no, why am I
And don't get me wrong. Like, with the circus, like, We just happen to have a little bit of money, but the kids had their own money.
Yeah.
So they were able to pay for their own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things is that it's like, it was just the mindset, because we were there with a group and talking about how much it cost and this and that. And yes, you know, it wasn't cheap.
Yeah, it wasn't
But
cheap.
if you look at the scope of it, like, you've got all these people that need to be paid.
Right.
And so, like, bless those small...
And when she said that to me, I got it. I'm like, yo,
so this is
you're
like,
right.
this is a word for those business owners out there that are watching this. Stop being cheap.
Right.
Stop being cheap. Like, if you've got the money, like, you can steward your money and don't have to be cheap. You do that too often when we're on camera. You can steward your money and not be cheap. Okay, you can steward your money and not be cheap.
Right.
And then the thing is don't expect the blessing. If you're not sowing blessings, you reap what you sow. If you're not sowing blessings, if you're not being generous, if you're not releasing money, cash flow is meant to be released so that it can come back. It can't come back if you don't release it. So release the funds. And I'm not talking about irresponsibly. Like we had talked it out with the circus trip.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of kids. The kids had their money.
They had their fun money to spend on the treats, but we paid for them to get in.
Yes, thank you, Grandma.
Yeah.
But really, like, we've got to get past this poverty mindset. We don't see...
And it really is.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is.
We don't... Look at our Messiah. Like, you know, people say, well, he's Messiah, but he was poor in some ways. You know, like, he didn't have a house of his own or whatever. But you don't see him you see him being generous. You don't see him like, oh, I got to charge everybody for the healing. Like, no, he was generous. And we're supposed to be a generous people as well.
Right.
So be generous even when maybe it's not going to come back to you.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
It's all in that blessing in your heart towards giving and doing. And it's like, it's been plenty of times to where if I'm packaging a shirt or doing something, I'll throw in a free shirt.
And then what you didn't tell them is that we didn't have any cash for parking because we... you didn't tell them.
Okay, this is the honesty where it hit us with
integrity.
The integrity. The dude said, he was like, it's $10. I'm like, I ain't got no cash. You know what I mean? We're doing their car. She's like, well, it's an ATM on the inside. I'm like, all right, bet. So we go inside, and then after the circus was when we were supposed to pay him. Well, we come out and didn't see him. You know what I'm saying? So we looked around and we just couldn't find him no more. You know what I mean? So it was like, but we still had the good intentions on.
There was a temptation there.
It was a little bit.
There was a temptation because it's like we got in. We could have drove out of that parking lot and not paid him.
I said it. I mean, go friend. I was like, look, he ain't gonna remember our car.
And this is why it's cheaper.
I said, he ain't gonna remember our car. All these people here, how you gonna know us out of everybody else? But she's like, Twink, what's integrity? I'm like, you're right.
Listen,
I have to be put in check every now and then, okay? I go there sometimes.
I'm your wife for a reason.
Yeah.
So, a sacred society has integrity. A sacred society blesses others.
And a sacred society is not cheap.
If you own a business and you're aspiring to like grow in your business, look and see how you can bless another business.
Or think about things. How would you want somebody to treat your business or do with your business?
Yeah,
you know
don't be stingy with your tips either. If you like when you go out and don't be stingy with your tips. And I'm not telling you to go broke, but we have more to release than what we think we've got to release.
Right.
Like we're holding on, but that money's gonna go anyway. You might as well bless another human being.
Oh, it's gonna go
because they gotta eat too. They gotta eat. They got rent too. They got a mortgage payment.
Just think how much a blessing you'll be when you leave more of a tip than what you should.
Yeah.
Think about the blessing and how much it will really bless them.
Yeah.
Or the excitement, the joy that they would get from that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, and really it is, it's a spirit of poverty. It's a poverty mindset. We've got to overcome that. It's a mammon spirit, which means serving money. Serving the greed. Money. It's greed. It's self-centered. It's self-idolatry. And we need to not let money have that kind of power over us.
Right.
We're called to be stewards of money.
Not let money steward
So let's stop being cheap. Let's stop let's stop spending all this time trying to find a way to like save a dollar.
Around things, yeah.
Why don't we spend more time figuring out ways of how we can multiply? Because that's what we're created to do.
Right.
Not save money. We were created to be multipliers.
Don't message me and ask me what's a discount code.
Oh, I know who you're talking to. But
I ain't saying nobody.
I ain't saying nobody's name.
But I get a lot of that.
We are called to be multipliers. We're called to be multipliers. So let's multiply.
Right.
You know, let's put the energy towards multiplying versus trying to save money.
Right.
You know? Yeah,
now, and don't get me wrong, I do have a heart for some people. Some people like, look, I don't have this and that, and
yes,
on my
don't get us wrong.
payday,
Yes.
I'm going to try to get a shirt or two, but I got it right now, and I want to support your brand. Sometimes I hear those stories, and it's like, you know what?
Right.
What's your address? And I'll just send a shirt
right. It is
without
the
them
same
even having to.
It's the same thing with my coaching. My coaching it's invaluable. Like, it's worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But I make it affordable for the little people,
right?
Like the middle class people, or even lower than that when it comes to financial stuff. Because I have a heart for that, I can understand that.
What up, sis?
But if you know what, if you're getting a reasonable rate, for example, with me, you're getting coached by me, and I'm giving you a reasonable rate, and you're able to tip or to bless, then bless, not bless. Because when you bless me, you're actually helping me feed people. You're helping me feed people spiritually. You're helping me feed people physically.
I personally think she's already undercharging y'all. I ain't even gonna lie.
Oh, please stop. But but the thing is I'm not going to, and at least in this season in my life, I've not been called to require that.
Right.
Because some people's faith is weak. So because their faith is weak, Abba's called me to fill in that gap.
Y'all is using her and got her doing some things. I'm like, girl, look.
Yeah. And he provides, and he takes care of me.
He does.
And he does. And the other thing is that we don't need a lot of money when we have favor. We don't need a lot of money when we have favor. And the way that you gain God's favor is, one, you have faith. You have integrity. You have honesty. You are generous and you share. It's not about how much we have. It's what we do with what we have. And that means we are called to be generous. If you've got whatever you got, if you got $2 and if you're able to tip somebody with $1, then you tip them with $1.
I'll tip them $2.
Yeah.
Give you $2.
Yeah.
Remember the little old lady that in the word that had, what was it, 1 penny or 2 cents or whatever?
Something like that. That's all she had.
You know what I mean? She
but
gave
she was considered, right?
You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah.
Okay, so listen, stop being cheap. Now don't lie to yourself.
That's
don't
right,
believe
true
the
service,
lie.
Wendy. I mean, that's what it's about,
Yes.
being a servant.
You know,
how can I serve? How can I use my gift to serve and bless somebody?
How
you know
can
what I'm
I
saying?
use everything? Everything we have is not for us. It is for other people.
Actually, our gifts aren't for us.
Exactly, but I'm talking about everything we own.
Yeah.
Everything we own, it's not for us. It's to bless others.
And that's how we should look at things.
All would do, like, God's got our back. Do we not believe that he has our back? Like, he has our back.
Right.
We can be generous, and he's got our back.
So we should look at the situation like, how can I serve you? How can I bless you? How can I be a blessing?
Right.
You
And
know
I
what
know,
I'm saying?
at least for me, like those people that have the Father's heart, and I can see that they're generous, and they're thinking about me, and they're thinking about my family. Those people, when I pray for those people, I just pray abundant blessings on them.
Right.
Because of their heart. It's got, yes, it's nice that they send those gifts in, and I'm able to pay, we pay our rent, and we're able to keep our business going.
Right.
But it's their heart that they cared, like they cared about the human, they cared about the kingdom,
Right.
And the humans attached to the other humans. So stop being cheap. And you know what? If you're cheap, then you need to ask yourself, should I be buying this product anyway? Like,
Right.
is it really that way? If it's valuable to you, why would you be cheap? Why would you be cheap, right?
Right.
So, a sacred society.
What?
Pays.
No, you wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, I always think back to that Jay-Z video. He was like, how much is the bottle of Cristal? She said, if you don't know, you don't need it.
That's right.
You got to ask the price on it. You don't need it.
All right, guys. So, stop by the store. Pay full price.
Yeah.
See, yes.
Check us out.
Yeah.
Sacredapparel.net.
But honestly,
got some new
this
stuff
whole
on you this
message,
week.
this whole message has nothing to do with really sacred
it's not.
apparel.
Actually,
It
was an inside thing to do with us originally.
Yeah.
It was us and our son-in-law.
But some people were overcoming.
There's, I see you watching, so yeah, it was us and our son-in-law. It was
having
some
this
things
conversation because we're all business owners.
I'm like, yo, he ain't gonna remember our account. We could be out.
We're all business
My
owners.
wife had to check me on it.
We're all business owners.
Yeah.
We want to be blessed. We need to bless others. We want people to pay full price. We need to pay full price.
Facts.
We want people to give us a tip. Then we need to give a tip.
We need to give tips more. We shouldn't want stuff that we aren't willing to give out to others. We shouldn't want things that we aren't willing to.
In a second. I'm talking.
Willing to give out to others.
Second,
you know what I mean? So, our son getting off work. He off. It was about 4:00. He get off at 4. So yeah.
All right. So we hope that we want you to be blessed. Okay. And you
drop
can't,
a comment.
You can't be blessed if you're not blessing others.
Drop a comment and say, I'm going to bless somebody. After you watch this, drop a comment and say, I'm going to bless somebody today. And go and bless somebody.
And
just bless somebody.
And, listen,
and it don't even have to be monetary.
If it's that hard,
it don't have to be monetary.
If it's that hard for you to tip or to pay a full price for something, then maybe you don't need it. Maybe it's not really that valuable to you.
Right.
But your money that sits, money that doesn't have flow, doesn't increase.
And actually, this is a video that me and Darius supposed to be doing with the kids on a situation like this, because I had somebody do it and ask me for a free shirt. You know what I'm saying? So y'all watch for actually I'm going to do the video this week about the free shirt. So watch out for that video. But listen, like I said, leave a comment below. Tell us you're going to bless somebody. You're going to be a blessing. So it's a blessing to be a blessing. All right?
Hallelujah.
Don't be cheap. So that's it. That's all I got. Till next time, live life sacred. Peace.
Shalom.